Dear friends, today is a very important day for me because we together start a course of Russian language. This is a course of 30 days, and already in 1 month you will speak some Russian words, you will say some sentences very easily. A few years ago I wrote a course which is called Russian in 1 month. So we have here books, we have audios, videos, but in a free course, in a free video course that you are watching now, we shall just touch the most important parts. So I'm going to tell you on the lesson 1 the introduction on our course. And let's start. Я расскажу вам о наших уроках. I shall tell you about our lessons. Как мы будем учиться? How shall we study? So, the explanation time. I would like you to study every day, and this is very important. Why? Because of our memory. Russian language is something new for you, and you need to repeat the words every day to remember them. That's why we have this crash course of 1 month. So if you repeat words 30 times, better 60 times in the morning and in the afternoon, you will remember them. And why it's important to study every day. I would even say the most important time of the day, when you wake up and your memory is absolutely fresh. You just woke up. If you put the Russian words on a table which is next to your bed, on your bedside, and you wake up and you look at the letters, you will read them, and this will be the best way to study them. The first week of our course, we will be reading and learning new words, and we will start from tomorrow. The second one is for practicing new sentences. The third week we will replacing the words in the sentence, and you will be able to be more flexible when you speak Russian. And the last week, the fourth week of our course, is polishing your new knowledge. The first question is: Зачем вам русский язык? Why do you need to study Russian? So if you answer this question, if you have motivation, everything is possible, and even to study Russian language, basic Russian language, in 1 month. There are 2 questions. I want to come back. Зачем, почему? And both of them, they mean why. Зачем? So, our homework. We will start reading and practicing, and I'm going to share with you this book, Russian in 1 month. In this book, at the beginning, you have reading exercises, and then from the middle of the book, it's a vocabulary. So these are the words which we shall study. And we will also study the words from Russian song. So if you may see, the second part of this book is songs and exercises. I will explain to you why. It's proven scientifically that when you learn a new language and when you learn how to sing in this language, you do not have accent. So you start to pronounce all words very clear. That's why in our course we shall use a lot of Russian songs. And optimal repetition time. There are different systems. Some people say that we need to repeat every 5 minutes, and then every 10 minutes, and every 15. Some people say that the repetition time should be longer. You will find yours. My recommendations are to read new words aloud every morning and every evening, and not to forget 1 time a day to switch on your video and to have your video lesson. So I will tell you next time, tomorrow, how to work with the songs, how to make your homework, how many times to watch the movie. We will be watching movie together, and what else do you need to do in your free time to practice your Russian and to get better results. So, the last thing I want to share in this introduction lesson is what people do wrong, why they make a lot of attempts to study foreign languages and they stop. First mistake is that they make their lessons 1 or 2 times a week. It's not enough. The lessons should be daily. Second mistake is that sometimes we start to learn a foreign language starting from grammar. And this is not a good strategy. If you start from Russian grammar, you will find the language impossible. Many people say that Russian language is very difficult, but Russian grammar is something that is very difficult to understand. It will come with practice. It will come with listening, with watching movies, with talking to people. Don't put much attention for the time being to a grammar of Russian language. Another mistake is that people do not practice with native speakers. They wait until the time they know many words. They wait until the time they can be free and fluent in the language. Don't wait. Try to repeat the words. Try to practice every day with every single Russian you will see during the day. Another mistake is to give up in the middle. For example, I prepared for you 10 free lessons. So you will study for 10 days, and when time comes and 10 days are over, you will say, okay, enough, I will continue later. This is a big mistake. If you started, you need to promise to yourself that at least 1 month, at least 30 days will be devoted to the process of learning Russian language. Again, plural and tenses. We come back to grammar in Russian language. These tenses and the plural time and so the nouns difficult. Do not pay attention. Say the words. If the form is right or wrong, people will still understand you. Slowly, slowly, you will speak better and better. And the last mistake, which people do, is to learn many words at once. In our course, we will learn 10 words a day. This is our maximum, but please make sure that during the day you repeat these words and you remember them by tomorrow, and you do not forget them by the day after tomorrow. So, this is something I wanted to say to you before the course. We will also try to learn some theory on foreign languages during the course, but for the time being is enough. And this is the end of introduction lesson. You may switch on now the lesson number 2, where we shall have already new words, your first Russian words. And this is a course Russian in 1 month with Natalia Kardash.